I'll just do a quick video on a fan. It'll be easy. It'll be 2 minutes. Just be 2 minutes. 4 freaking days later. And no joke, it's been 4 freaking days I've been working on this thing. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am your host, the most famous YouTuber in the world that no one has ever heard of. Okay, welcome back everybody. We are working on the 27 Model T Chicken Coupe. And we've got some stuff out of the parts washer. Finally got my soap set right. I wasn't putting enough soap in. And I got all the goo out of here, most of it. I'm going to run it one more time to get the inside, but it's working pretty well. The pistons, not so much. Sure what I'm going to do on that, but if you remember what this looked like, this was all caked. And I got it out, most of it. And there's still a little bit down in there, but we're going to keep working on that. But while we're puttering around here, we're going to do something about that. That shot fan. Now, unfortunately, when this was put on, it was bent and I can't turn it anymore. And that has to come off, and I'm going to throw this in the parts washer. So, I guess we're going to have to cut it. Get my little cutoff wheel here. Get the Dremel out. The not a Dremel. Chicago Electric Power Tools. Get this plugged in and cut that off. Then we can throw it in the parts washer. The hot tank. What should I call it? The goo. This is taking a lot longer than I expected. I think the end of the thing is hitting. And right into my thumb. That's going to bleed the next time my heart beats. Let's see if we can get this off. I'm not hurting myself anymore. Good grief. Never easy. Brand new hose too. It hasn't been used. There we go. Good grief. Take the blade off. I can do this without stabbing myself again. That would be nice. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and hold that while we turn that. Give it a fighting chance. WD-40 if you want to sponsor me. Easiest way for me to hold something. It's going to be like that, I think. Because I can't. Getting the vice grips on this is going to be a pain. Getting anything on that's going to be a pain, but we're going to try it. 1 inch. Okay. That'll go in there like that, but I can't turn it. Let's see if we can Maybe. Yep. My vise isn't bolted down. Plan B. $11/16. How about that? Weather outside is something else. Humid, drizzly. Okay. Oh, and I'm kicking the tripod. Let's try this again. Love working alone, I'll tell you. Oh, I thought that was threaded. Good grief. Okay, well, it was stuck. And the reason we're replacing this, just if you didn't get a good good look before I started here. It is worn out. And rather than put that back on, I'd rather give him a new one. So this is going to go in the hot tank. This is going to go in the hot tank. These nuts, I don't think we need that, but we're going to put it in there anyway. And in order not to lose things, I'm going to use the basket. I don't remember where it came from or where I got it. I think it was for like silverware or home decor or something, but it sure comes in handy for nuts and bolts, because the holes in the hot tank basket are those will fall right through. And we can't forget the blades. We got to clean the blades up too, so into the goo. We're in the goo, but just barely. I'll run this like this and I'll turn the fan over. So we're at 50 communist degrees. I don't know what that is in freedom units, but we need to get up to 80. We're not there yet.
Watch this.
We're going to put the ear splitter on now and let it do its thing. Okay, we got the parts out of the parts washer. They came out pretty clean. This colored the brass a little bit. I'm not going to reuse that anyway, so. Now this is interesting. Hopefully you can see it. It is blue here, and then it's whatever color it's supposed to be, and then it is blue here again. This got hot, so that explains the wear. But the way that is supposed to work, it's supposed to be without all that slop. So reuse that. My nuts and bolts came out clean. The paint came off of this very nicely. The only thing I'm not happy with here is the state of the inside of this. So I think we're going to address that. It's just a lot of rust. And we got mail. Oh, there's no room to walk. We got our new field coil. Look at that thing of beauty. It's almost a shame to put it in the car. Look at that beautiful thing. It's like a piece of art. Okay, it's the next morning. It's been about 12 hours. If I didn't show you this yesterday, I'm going to show you again. I can't remember what I did. If I'd already shown you, then I'll cut it out. If I haven't, then here it is. Rust. We got to get rid of that. So, the easiest way, I'm going to try this. It says add out 8 ounces to a gallon, and this time I'm actually going to follow instructions. Because the cleaning solution, so I could take that off. The cleaning solution, I was not putting enough in, and it was not working properly. 8 ounces is 1 cup. Alrighty then. It says to activate, put it in water. Okay, so we're going to derust this piece. Yep, we got this piece too. This is new. I don't know how it got so screwed up inside the vehicle, but it did. So we're going to have to do this one half at a time. See how deep it goes. The jiggler on here. The ear splitter 2000 is now active. The ear splitter 5000 is just getting warmed up again. I've got the transmission in here and 2 pistons. I'm trying to get that black carbon crap off it. Let me show you what I mean. Okay, so get that out of the way before I break it and have to sleep in my truck. In the piston in the bottom, see all that crap? I've got to get that out. These are going to get derusted as well. But this is what it looks like. I scraped some. And if I don't get that out, I won't be able to balance it. Because as the engine runs, the detergent oil that we use now is going to eat away at that. And what's going to end up happening is one piston is going to end up lighter than the next one. And that will cause the engine to shake. We don't want that. Now this transmission piece had all the same carbon in here. And once I get the parts washer to the right ratio of detergent and water, this came right off. So I'm very happy with how that turned out. I've still got to do a little bit of cleanup in here, but I'll get it. Parts I put in the basket, the screws, they came out clean. So I'll be able to paint those next so they don't rust. This we don't need with the new hub. So we'll toss that with the old one. I don't remember if I said it or not, but these bushings can be replaced. But they end up doing the same thing after anyway, because nobody greases them. You're supposed to take this out and oil this every few miles, but as you can see, it only comes into here, and it doesn't get the back one. So it's kind of a poor design. If this were solid, and you could grease it through here, it might be better, but even if there was a big hole here and a grease fitting inside. But there isn't. There's just this half-assed one outside, so we can toss that. Okay, so we've got the stuff out of the hot tank. Rust 911 is what I put on. I'll show you. I dipped one end, then I dipped the other end. Next I'm going to dip this end, and I'm going to dip the middle, but it's amazing the difference. So that's going to be his intake. This, I'm a little saddened that didn't come off, but it cleaned up pretty good. And the part that we're most concerned with here, it's still warm. This part, I think that is really warm. I think if I had left it in there a little bit longer, it might have been might have done better, but I might put it back in. We got most of it. We got most of it. And it is a lot cleaner than it was. But yeah, I just want to make sure that we don't get any excess crap in there. He paid to have that radiator cleaned professionally, so make sure we're starting off with a clean slate here. I might put that in just for a little bit more. We'll do the next round. We'll throw that in. And I'm going to throw this back in and get the spots that we missed. But I just wanted to show you the difference is huge.
Big. Huge.
So let's get back to the fan. Okay, the rain has stopped. It's been days. Far, far too long. We're going to put this together now. Finally got a decent coat of paint on it. That goes in there. Goes like that. A washer on the back. Let's get a new washer. Let's put a washer on that actually fits. And the 16ths. I've got my finger on the other end, so I know if that turns, and it's not. So I think we're all right. Very, very little, if any, wobble, so that's good. We got new washers for the fan blades as well. Come on. You can do it. You can do it! Now, if I remember, I'll throw a shot of what this looked like when we started. Up on the screen for you right about here. I hate it when you're doing something and your back itches. It's terrible. Okay, we got issues. Of course we do. Yep, I know what that is. What that is a scuff in my brand new paint. I bet. Okay, let's start over. Now, this is the simplest, stupidest little thing. It's the biggest pain in the ass. Good grief. So what's happening here is the bolt head is bunged up and hitting. I have one of those days where nothing goes right. I think I'm having one of those. And it looks like I can feel an edge here. So that's probably that scrape. I have a solution for that. I know I should bolt that down. That's not its permanent home, though. It's still standing proud. Not by much, though. There's supposed to be a gasket in there, and I don't know if I have one. I'm going to go look. Okay, I happen to have one. So that's good. Just makes it harder to put together. That should solve the problem. Just makes it harder to put back together again. Why we need a gasket here, or why they built that thing so proud, but whatever, we're getting it. If anybody's curious, it's September 22. It's been raining for 3 days. Now it's a little bit steamy. I'm going to take my flannel off. Is it going to turn? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I'll just do a quick video on a fan. It'd be easy, it'd be 2 minutes. Just be 2 minutes. 4 freaking days later. And no joke, it's been 4 freaking days I've been working on this thing. A couple minutes here and there, but still. Spray it, wait for that paint to dry. Spray the other side, wait for that paint to dry. Alright, well, back to the grinder, I guess. I could thin that down. That's probably what the cause of the problem is right there. Nothing works out of the box, I'll tell you. Alright, I get a little impatient. Didn't want to film it. It's been about 5 minutes. I ground that head down some more. Put the gasket back in that it shouldn't need. You can see it in there. Done. Finally done. Good grief. It's a wrap for this one. Next we're going to do that transmission. I've already ruined my clamp. Fixed it, ruined it again. This will not come apart. Or will it? We'll see.